So, I actually disappeared for 7 months, just like hustle culture encouraged me to. I took care of my fitness, my nutrition, my YouTube. There isn't a day in this past 7 months where I don't think about making progress in every endeavor that I'm embarking on. I went out with friends very scarcely. I didn't drink, I didn't touch any drugs, I didn't party. I barely touched any video games. I spent every waking hour thinking about how I can strategize my next step of improvement, how I can get better at YouTube, how I can get stronger, how I can improve my ability to play chess and play the piano, how I can improve my relationship with my family, how I can improve my speech and my articulation and my vocabulary and my knowledge on the subjects I'm interested in. While it wasn't a complete waste of time, I did make a lot of progress, but at the same time I feel so hollowed out, I feel so empty. I am nowhere near contented with the progress I've made. I'm not even satisfied. I felt like I deserved so much more results from the effort I put in every endeavor. I cut out all my friends who indulge in instant gratification, who are addicted to playing video games, and who didn't have the same goals as I do. And I was really focused on my social skills, my ability to connect with new people. When eventually it got to the point of hanging out with a new person, my brain would convince itself that it's not worth meeting these people, it's not worth going out with strangers essentially, because I don't find them interesting, and it won't be worth the time because I need to go to the gym, I need to work on my YouTube, I need to write, I need to study, I need to learn, I need to read, I need to do things, and I need to make progress. Because of that, I robbed myself of countless experiences, so tuned in to my work and my self-improvement journey. I think that what I was lacking was looking for new responsibility and making new experiences one of my priorities. I think that was a large mistake I made. The perceived speed that time passes scales with age. As we get older, time appears to pass faster and faster. And that's because when we are younger, life is more dense with new experiences. However, as we get older, things become more repetitive and we can begin to do many things mindlessly because we've been there before. We have already picked up the experience. In order to grow, learn, and truly confront life in its moments and truly be present, we have to consistently pick up new experiences. If not, life would just fly right past us and we will be unsatisfied with our progress if we never ever seek out new experiences. New experiences give you gratitude, give you depth, and because I never went and seek those out, I was left quite empty. I only spend time with people who are on the same path as I am, who have the same goal, and because of that, your personality could lack depth. I think I definitely needed to let go of my ego, this inner voice that tells me if I go and spend time with people who are not on the same goal as me, it's wasting my time. And I think I was simply too afraid to live. I used my responsibilities, my desire to make progress as a scapegoat in order to live stagnantly so that there is no new things to challenge me and I would focus on the same few things. At a young age, I think these new responsibilities and these new experiences are absolutely crucial. We should use this youthful energy, this youthful pride to put ourselves in new experiences so that we can test our morals, test how we react under fear, pressure, and hardship. These past 7 months, I've been putting 6 days a week into gym, meditation and journaling, consistently strategizing and calculating how I can earn more success on YouTube. Don't get me wrong, I made a lot of growth, but I make no money still. I'm nowhere where I want to be, and I'm thoroughly unsatisfied. I'm not religious, but there were many times these past few months, I'm very, very lonely. Because I have this ego problem that didn't allow me to spend time with people that I found uninteresting or that weren't on the self-improvement path like I was. So as you can imagine, my options are very limited. Not to say I'm not grateful for the options that I actually have. I'm surrounded with great people, but I still felt like I value experiencing going out with new people so much, and the fact that I didn't do it left me so empty. I felt like I wasted a lot of opportunities. So I had the idea that I should be spending all my time building my business, building myself, and then cashing out later. Then afterwards, after I'm successful, after I look badass as hell and fit as hell, then I go and meet new people. Then I go and show them, how great and charismatic I am and how much success I have behind me. Well, unfortunately, the results never came. The results that I had expected, they're not here. I'm not religious, but there were many times where I would sit on my bed empty at night, alone, with a blank expression, and I'll start sincerely praying for help to whatever higher power there is up there that I could imagine. Sometimes I will cry uncontrollably and muffle my cries in my pillows so I don't wake up my parents. I'm lonely and I'm broken in many ways, but at the same time, I'm much stronger. I'm more emotionally mature and I'm 10 times more well-spoken. I don't regret my choice, but I do at the same time. I definitely think there could have been better ways to go about it, and disappearing for 6 months is, based on my experience, a terrible idea. Monk mode is great and all, but I don't think more than 3 months is sustainable and is even healthy or good for you. I didn't properly live possibly because I was too afraid. I listened to all the hustle culture and believed that a disciplined man would stick to his work and not be distracted by everything. I tried really hard and I did work really hard, but unfortunately I did not get the results that I think I deserved. So based on my experience, I would like to tell you this. Live, brother. Go and live. It's time to live. At a young age, new experiences are the most valuable thing you can find. New relationships are so valuable. They are equal to or perhaps even more important than working on a side hustle or improving yourself. These 7 months passed really quickly, and if I could do it all again, the priority would be to have as many new experiences as possible and then use the little excess time I have left to develop my other endeavors, to develop myself. I think I would have a lot more achieved because I would be constantly learning and applying my morals, my guidelines that I set for my own life. I'll be tested, and I could have possibly found way more relationships that I can value. Every self-improvement habit supplements your experiences, giving you a large yield in learning and more exposure to opportunities to perform, build social skills, meet people, make new relationships, test your ability to tolerate hardship. Based on my experience, don't disappear for 6 months. Go and live for 6 months and build yourself on the side. I couldn't even pride myself on the little wins because I seriously deserve so much more for the amount I've sacrificed. And I value relationships so much, yet I shut myself in trying to be disciplined, trying to achieve success first. It was a terrible idea. I feel more lonely than ever, even though I have more genuine relationships than ever. If I had prioritized new experiences along with self-improvement, I can almost guarantee that it will make so much more progress. I firmly believe that if you're on self-improvement, you need to prioritize supplementing it with experiences. When you study math and physics, reading the textbook does help. Practicing and doing the tests and checking your answer are what reinforces the things you learn and make them stick. Referencing this idea, self-improvement acts like the textbook. You improve your general knowledge, your habits, and your mindfulness. Meditation and journaling gives you healthy dependencies, helps you stay honest with yourself, build your good physique so that you can be more disciplined and feel more confident. And all these traits are utilized and tested when you're in new experiences. You need your chance to perform, and you need to perform on a regular basis so everything sticks together. You need to feel the weight of responsibility and the fear of the unknown, and you need to be constantly exposed to that. That's how your character is built, and that's how the things you learn become a part of you. True experience. In order to outmatch your competition, you need a balance of both self-improvement and experience. Having very much lacked in the latter, I genuinely think I'll be miles ahead of where I am right now if I focused on making new relationships, finding lessons to join, picked up a part-time job, spent more time around other people, or forced myself to go out with people that I didn't find interesting just for the experience. Not living is a cope. Not seeking out new experiences and new responsibilities because you have something to take care of, because you need to use that time to improve yourself, will prevent you from living forever. Because when are you truly ready to go experience things? You will live an empty existence. Pick up new responsibilities and new experiences, even if you already have set responsibilities. Make it work. If you want to travel and go see the world, but you tell yourself that you have to take care of your family so you can't, and you've been telling yourself that for a very long time, likely you're afraid to live. If you have to work on your side hustle and you can't make new friends, you're not living. The dichotomy of a gym bro grinding out late day while everyone else is out partying on a Friday night, it's not always an admirable thing. If you don't go and live, you don't go and experience, you have the personality of a plank. You'll be empty inside, especially if you're perpetually lying to yourself because you're too afraid to live. If you're always telling yourself that I need to work, I can't go, you must believe that you can make time and you're gonna try. I'm not telling you to simply go and indulge in instant gratification compulsively. You are not supposed to be partying every week. You are not supposed to be going out with friends daily. But don't get absorbed by your work and your perceived responsibilities. You'll become resentful. You need new experiences and new responsibilities, and don't be afraid of them, even if you're torn apart 60 ways. Time will pass anyway, even if your responsibilities tear you apart. And these things will build your character, will either reinforce the ideologies and the morals you have, or challenge them, and then you will find new ways of living. Never use your current responsibilities as a scapegoat. Naturally, there are exceptions. You may have an autistic little brother who habitually bites their own flesh off and your parents are not around to help you out. If that's your situation, then kudos to you for letting go of your desires and your experiences to take care of this actual responsibility. Of course, there are exceptions, but even in those cases, try to find maybe relatives who can take care of your autistic little brother for a week, and then you can go see the world a little bit. Of course, I don't know your situation, but you have to sit down and really think. Just let yourself think. because you deserve that. I encourage you to take some time to think if you're an exception or you are simply hiding behind the responsibilities you think you have because the world is scary. So, in the most humble way possible, brother to brother, go and live, bro. Hunt new experiences. Don't be afraid of your new responsibilities. You handle it because you're badass like that. Pick it up, suffer, and build yourself along the way. The goal is to be fulfilled, to grow, to develop your mind, to eventually lie on your deathbed contented, knowing that you chose to suffer and that you chose to find meaning and purpose. Develop your mind, your spirit, and your soul. Responsibilities give life meaning, give a purpose to your improvement. And these memories, this meaning, this fulfillment, thickens your life force and turns you into an admirable, formidable, respectable, and powerful man. To better work.
Subscribe if you want to see non-raps without a shirt.
Subscribe.